Alright guys, welcome to Tango's TikToks. Let's see what our search has got for us today. Here we go.
I found something on the internet that most people have not seen. This is the only known photo of Cherie Glenn. This is a leaked booking photo. It's from back in the 80s when she was one of the most famous cannibals in the US before she was caught by police. The reason the photo was leaked is because at the time, her appearance was considered so disturbing for most people that it was decided that they would conceal her booking photo as well as her interrogation footage. Even the nature of her crimes is not public information that was also sealed in the affidavit, as it was described as highly grotesque and complex. Even today, there's not much public information that's known about where she's being held, and that leaked photo is the only image that has ever been seen of one of America's most terrifying women. So I found something on the internet that most people have not seen.
This is why you have to be careful who you let into your Halloween parties. So this is a photo of who police believed was a guest at a Halloween party in Rochester, New York in the 1940s. The party was being thrown by Jack and Amelia Layton, and they actually noticed that this guest was outside of the party watching the guests through a window. The report claims that Amelia believed the guest was her friend Jan, who tended to go above and beyond for Halloween, creating very scary costumes. So she let this person in believing it was her friend Jan. But then 20 minutes later, Jan shows up, and that guest could not be found anywhere. So Amelia starts running around the party asking everyone if they knew who that guest was, and no one had recognized that person. So she goes into her daughter's room, who was playing while the party was happening. And the police report states that the only thing there left of Amelia's daughter was a bloody shoe. 4 other reports of this guest being at parties that night were called into police, and all of them resulted in missing children's cases. The identity of this person has never been found, and none of the kids have been found either.
This was the real-life Michael Myers. In the year 1922, a boy named Stanley Stiers was born in a hospital in the United States. Stanley came to his family by a mistake in the hospital, where 2 babies were switched at birth. When Stanley's parents noticed this, it was too late, because their real son had lost his life in a traffic accident with his other family. This fact made the parents behave in a hostile and abusive way with Stanley, since he was not their real son, which had a profound impact on his psychological development. Until one Halloween day in 1923, Stanley, tired of the mistreatment of his parents, committed a heinous act. He decided to take the life of his parents and his sister with a kitchen knife. After this crime, he was interned in a psychiatric hospital, but managed to escape 15 years later. And when he escaped, he continued taking the lives of dozens of people. This story is believed to have inspired John Carpenter, the director of Halloween. The figure of Myers reflects the dark history of Stiers and his legacy of terror.
Photographs I took inside my granddad's secret cubby holes. The entrance was behind the wardrobe, leading to a narrow passage. It wasn't just a room, it was an intricate network of chambers. Eventually, I came across these figures. Granddad had been a local entertainer. He made figures like these for local attractions. By this point, the smell of mildew was intense. Then my torch died. In my blind panic to get out, I knocked over one of the figures. It was then that I uncovered the truth. Howard Morley, my grandfather, was responsible for the murders and concealment of 18 children who had gone missing over 52 years.
Check out the terrifying moment a man found the back rooms in real life. This is crazy.
I have no idea where the hell I am. This place is so creepy. I'm so glad I didn't bring Jacob or Tommy. This place is just, too weird. I'm getting out of here. What the heck was that?
Check out the terrifying...
That looked like some weird abandoned office building. I wonder what they were doing there.
Within this tattered teddy bear is not stuffing, but a living, breathing human, a prisoner of a heinous charade. Early 2000s, Savannah. Martha and Eugene Grimes, a couple revered for fostering children and aiding the needy, harbored dark secrets in their sprawling Victorian home. Guests, seeking refuge, were sedated by the Grimes and forcibly stitched into animal costumes, turned into unwilling performers for a perverse entertainment. The Grimes' grotesque charade continued undetected for 18 years, the truth hidden by the couple's veneer of generosity and community spirit. The horrors were unearthed in 2022 when a former foster child, triggered by the game Five Nights at Freddy's, recalled the trauma, leading to a shocking investigation. As the investigation deepened, authorities uncovered a mass grave on the property's outskirts. Amidst the overgrowth, many victims were found, still grotesquely bound within their costume prisons. Did you know that an ordinary American woman was responsible for one of the deadliest tragedies in U.S. history? 352 lives lost in a single day, and this is just the beginning of her story. In 1949, in the quiet town of Goobersville, Indiana, Aileen G. Annis had been the beloved lunch lady at Sunnydale High School for 20 years. Known for her friendly demeanor and warm smile, she seemed like the heart of the school. But that morning, everything changed. Aileen had laced the school's water supply with a colorless, odorless poison. By noon, chaos erupted. Students and staff collapsed in the hallways, clutching their chests and struggling to breathe. Parents raced to the school in panic. Ambulances lined the streets, but the small town's hospital was quickly overwhelmed. While the town spiraled into chaos, Aileen calmly walked home, humming a cheerful tune as if nothing had happened. By the end of the day, 352 lives had been lost, an entire generation of Sunnydale wiped out in just hours. When police arrived at Aileen's house, they found her in her kitchen, baking cookies and listening to cheerful music on the radio. Her only words upon arrest, "I was saving them from the pain of living." But the story doesn't end there. Investigators discovered 20 years of journals hidden in her home, detailing her sinister plans and documenting every step of the massacre. Aileen had been planning this event for decades. Years later, in 1954, a new investigation into her case uncovered even darker secrets. Police decided to break open the walls of her old house, suspecting there was more to her story. What they found hidden in those walls was so horrifying, so unimaginable, it left the investigators speechless. The true scope of Aileen's crimes remains one of the greatest mysteries in U.S. history. Comment if you want to hear what was hidden in those walls.
When I tell you, you are not prepared for this documentary, you need to listen. I don't want to give you too much information because I want you to go watch it and come back to this video.
I thought I had the stomach for this one today.
Tell me in a sentence who you are. Nobody. I'm nobody. I'm a tramp, a bum, a hobo. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine. And a straight razor if you get too close to me. Tell me in a sentence who you are.
Hey, this documentary scared the crap out of me. What the
Hey, ma'am, there's blood on you. Is it yours?
Okay, so I wanted to give an update to my situation. So fortunately, I know how to use the services in this coach. Beyond that, I have no idea how I got here and how to get out of here. I can control the heat, I can control the water, the stove, the refrigerator, and the lavatory. I have started rationing my food as I don't know how long I'm going to be here, and I've certainly been rationing my water. The heat, the propane, I'm fortunate because wherever I am in, I'm in a temperate climate, so that I just kind of bundle up at night and I'm able to save on fuel. So here's the situation when I leave the coach. I'm in a valley, a large valley, and when I go at a certain distance walking, because I cannot drive. I have no idea how to use I don't know how to use my vehicle or this coach to actually leave this place. When I walk to a certain distance and I turn around, if I can't see the coach, I don't know where I am and I don't know my way back, and I'm completely lost. This has happened several times. I can only go as far as this coach or being able to have an line of sight with this coach. Otherwise, I'm completely lost. And I felt in a complete panic a couple days ago. Okay, let's talk technology. Okay, the phone obviously works. What's all the audio visual services on the phone seem to function, right? Anything dealing with communication or contact, whether it be a phone call, a FaceTime, an email, a text, all of that has been transferred into a different language so that I cannot actually use that service. It is as if my brain is a hard drive and something has gone through and removed the apps of communication and contact, but left everything else the same. I mean, for Christ's sakes, I can actually play games on my fucking phone, but I cannot make a phone call. I try to look for the photos of my family, and I go to my photos, my history, it's all blurred, or it's in some kind of a strange symbol or language that I don't understand. Again, whatever this is, whatever's going on here, it doesn't hurt, but it obviously is directly related to the fact that I've lost my mind. I'm going through the same motions that
Right, does anyone know what this guy's on about? I don't know, that just seems really creepy. If this is definitely fake, I mean, how does he power his wherever he's staying? How can he charge his phone? And there's a way to change the language of your phone anyway. So, you know, I don't know what to say about this one.
It's been in my freezer for 37 years. And I was always told it was like a wedding cake top.
Adam Smith had been living in this apartment taking care of his mother, who passed away from cancer just days ago. He showed us a photograph of a wrapped box that was in his freezer. He said his mother kept it inside their freezer for decades and told him to stay away from it. He opened it after she passed away.
There was a pink blanket, baby blanket, and when I reached down and touched it, and I could feel a foot, and I could see the baby's head with hair. Hair was still attached to it, smooth.
Police responded to the building early Sunday morning. They called the death suspicious. Smith told them, as strange as it sounds, he never looked inside that wrapped box, thinking it was a frozen wedding cake. He says it was a shock to him when he discovered the baby.
It's been in my...
Holy moly. What were these people up to? What are some people up to? Oh my God, that just gave me chills. Anyway, guys, it's going to be a short one today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked today's episode. Please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.